Welcome to Cold War 2.0. But this time it's not about missiles or nukes. It's about silicon chips, the tiny yet critical components driving the world's technology. As tensions rise between the US and China, the battlefield is shifting from traditional arms to semiconductors. These tiny chips power everything from your smartphone to your car and even advanced military tech. At the heart of this technological Cold War is Taiwan, home to TSMC, the world's leading semiconductor manufacturer, responsible for over 84% of the most advanced chips globally. If TSMC halts, the world halts. TSMC's dominance is a strategic prize. It's why Taiwan is more than just another island. It's now considered the most dangerous place on Earth, according to The Economist. And for good reason. In response, the US has imposed sanctions to slow China's access to advanced chips, and they're pouring billions into building domestic chip factories. Even TSMC is constructing plants in Arizona, but they won't be operational for years. The pandemic taught us just how reliant we are on chips. When COVID hit and car sales plummeted, chip makers shifted to higher-paying industries like consumer electronics. But when car demand bounced back, the auto industry found itself at the back of the queue, leading to a global chip shortage. Cars, fridges, phones, everything today needs chips. And now, with supply chains stretched, we're feeling the pressure. But semiconductors are just one piece of the puzzle. These chips rely on strategic metals, rare earth elements that are critical in the tech supply chain. The problem? Over 80% of these metals come from China. From the neodymium in your car's electric motor to the terbium in your smartphone screen. Without these materials, the tech industry would be at a standstill, and that's where the real volatility comes in. In this new Cold War, it's not just about chips. It's also about energy transition metals, the backbone of green technologies. As the world moves toward low-carbon economies, the demand for these metals is soaring, and so are the prices. For investors, the volatility in these markets presents opportunities. Prices of strategic metals have spiked dramatically over the past few years, with some metals like hafnium gaining over 180% in a year. Corporations and governments are stockpiling these materials, but as a private investor, you can also take advantage. The value of a diversified portfolio of strategic metals has risen by 100% in the last 5 years, an average annual return of 20%. As the world continues to race towards semiconductor independence and energy transitions, the strategic metals market will only grow in importance. Now, more than ever, it's time to pay attention, not just to the semiconductors, but to the metals that make them possible. To learn more about strategic metals and how you can invest in the future of technology, subscribe to our channel and visit strategicmetalsinvest.com.